time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one.
Putting together this slideshow has been the most difficult project I've worked on. I think I know how a pregnant woman with PMS feels like now. Wow. I didn't intend to make it so emotional, but it just came out this way. I didn't want to go back. I spent so much time already that I'm going to show you the raw footage. If you need to cry, then cry. It's okay to cry. Cindy often said it's healthy to cry because crying cleanses the soul. There is a point to watching this movie. I hope watching Cindy's journey, it will inspire you in your everyday life. My journey with her has blessed me with appreciating to live in the moment. I hope her bravery and strength will inspire you and help you deal with your challenges as they arise in your life.
Become your full potential. Have and feel bliss while here on the earth. That's what we're here for. We weren't just randomly thrown onto a sea of rocks. We have a mission to save the world through the power of love. The world needs healing desperately, like a bird with a broken wing. People know this, and millions have prayed. Accept all things as good and be grateful. So often we see only the negative side in an event or happening. Look for the positive side. Ask yourself, what is the lesson which I must learn? Look for it and be grateful. To teach is to demonstrate. A teacher of God or the universe is anyone who chooses to be one. They come from all over the world. They come from all religions and from no religion. They are the ones who have answered, who want to teach. The adage that many are called but few are chosen means that everyone is called but few care to listen. God's call is universal, going out to every single mind in every moment. Not everyone, however, chooses to heed the call of his own heart. All of us are only too aware the loud and frantic voices of the outer world easily drown out the small, still voice within. The resistance is really very understandable. We are not accustomed to thinking that God's will for us and our own inner dreams can coincide. Instead, we have bought the message of our culture. This world is a vale of tears, and we are meant to be dutiful and then die. The truth is that we are meant to be bountiful and live. The universe will always support affirmative action. Our truest dream for ourselves is always God's will for us. The voice of God, or the universe, is the small, still voice inside each one of us, and is the only voice we really need to take the time to listen to. Not the voice of other people telling us what they think we should do. We need to be true to ourselves and not live by what others want us to do. Don't buy into the guilt trip either of making others unhappy because you're not agreeing to do what they want you to do or what they think you should do. Follow your heart and soul as God has planned for all of us to do. Then and only then will you find true bliss. As Nelson Mandela so eloquently put it, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
Okay, January 2nd, 2001. That's a date I won't forget. So we're at Cottage Hospital, emergency, and the doctor breaks the bad news to us that Cindy has um, cancer metastasis in her spine, and she has tumors that has grown, that has cut into her spinal cord, and that would cause her paralysis. And she's her prognosis was it already had compressed her spinal cord, and it's impossible once the spinal cord's been um, damaged for it to recompress to decompress. So I'm there. I asked every doctor in the hospital. I said, this can't be happening. I don't think that's true. And they said, no, there's no case. I'm saying, have you seen any remote cases that once a spinal cord's been compressed, of a person actually regaining movement? And almost every doctor I talked to had said no, no. So here we are, no hope whatsoever. I've asked every doctor in the hospital, and so we go home. And basically, you know, one of the doctors, I had also asked the question, what, it is an advanced cancer, stage 4. It's already um, metastasized throughout her spine. And, you know, I said, how long does she have? And her oncologist said, you know, in most cases, 3-4 months. And I'm going, wow, this can't be happening. But anyway, we go home. There's no treatment whatsoever. They can try to make her comfortable, basically go home and die, and you'll never walk again. So we go home, and you know, we did a little radiation just so that it could alleviate the pain, but it was not a treatment to regain any. Um, it wasn't a treatment to reverse any condition. It was just to relieve pain. So we go home, and first few days, you know, same thing. She's totally paralyzed, and we're just trying to care for her 24/7. So finally, one day, maybe a week, maybe 5 days later, we see a hair of a movement in one of her toes, and we go, wow, what is that? You know, and you know, as the next day go by, that toe's actually moving. So, wow, something's happening, and we're just like, wow, there is some possibility. So every day goes by, you see a little bit more movement, 2 toes, 3 toes, and then maybe the ankle. Next thing you know, we get a physical therapist over. And you know, at that time, we just, you know, we had no idea where this was headed. So as time went on, maybe a week or so, 2 weeks, she started able to move a little bit of her ankles. And at that time, we had no idea to what extent, you know, she would have movement again, because they said, you know, it was physically impossible once the spinal cord was compressed, that she's already damaged that spinal cord. So, but we just went with the flow, and we got her a physical therapist.